Okay, we're going to be more or less painting with heat embossing powder. Hey y'all, APG Jamie here. And today brings us hashtag artsy second Sunday. And I'm just going to try my hand at making sort of an inspired by, reminiscent of Van Gogh's Starry Night. Okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. No, it doesn't end up looking that way, but it makes me pretty happy. And so I'm using Marvy pens. There's a list of ingredients in the description below. Okay, as well as links to my fellow hoppers. All right, because it's hop, y'all. And I'm using Marvy pens. I know I said that. And I think I have a Zig pen as well. And I'm using different colors of embossing powder. I know I said that. I didn't put down all the colors that were there. The main one you want to remember is Go Glow. I think that's the name of it. It's a glow in the dark one. They're all by Ranger. I think one's a Recollections, but it doesn't matter. Use what you got. And the more I add, the thicker it's getting. And eventually it will kind of get to where it kind of runs together, so to speak. Okay, just saying. And I'm using different colors of the Marvy pens, which adds into the blending coloration effect that happens with the embossing powders. This is not something you could ever duplicate the exact same way. Just saying. Okay? So, a lot of magical heat gun embossing powder going on, y'all. Okay? So, I've used clear, I've used a sky blue, I've used a opaque yellow. Did I use white? I don't think I used white. I think that may be it for the colors. It was mostly the Marvy pens that changed some of the coloration in the final outcome. And I am using a dark blue, pretty much a navy blue cardstock. Okay. I've not tried this before, so I'm kind of glad. It looks like carp. Oh, don't misunderstand me. It looks like carp for a lot till we add our focal point. Okay. And I think I go over the whole thing, the whole top part with the clear. And that really gets it to melting, because the more you add, the thicker it gets, and the more it will melt and meld, blend in together, so to speak. Like I said, it is not no Starry Night, but it's Starry Night. And just so you know in advance, I did add some teeny tiny diamonds to the sky in the background, and this represents stars, y'all. You don't see that part because just gluing on teeny tiny diamonds. And if you were to count them, you'd find out there were 13 of them. Just saying, because evidently it mattered to me. So I picked up these paint chips from the Walmarts, and I'm going to draw a tall, skinny-ish pumpkin, and I will use the Zig pen, because we're going to put embossing powder on this one too. I don't know what led me to the idea to use embossing powder, but that's what we're doing. Y'all. And for this one's getting a tiger lily orange. I do know the name of that particular one because it's orange. The other one that I use on the other shorter pumpkin will be tea rose, which surprisingly comes out kind of an orangey color. Of course, it all depends on the color that you put it on. That plays a role in it as well. So here's the shorter one. We've already drawn it out because we are limited to 10 minutes, y'all. Gotta hurry up. Gotta be quick about it. So if you want to, you can slow down the video, and maybe you'll catch some more of the nuances. I don't know. So that was the tea rose. And I painted on a couple of leaves and a stem, and they are very funky. And I thought, well, I really don't like them, but in the end, I thought they're perfect. So we're trimming them out, and I'm going to be bumping up the outside edges of the tall one. Oh, first we're going to stamp a skull. This is a sugar skull. I do not know the maker of this particular stamp. I don't know. I've had it a really long time, and I've used it a fair amount around this time of year. Okay. That is a white zig pen, even though it's not coming off white. It's coming off kind of cream color, which actually ends up being perfect, for a skull. And I'm going around the black parts because I really want them to stay mostly black, okay? I know. Very rich in embossing powder and heat gun, y'all, all over the place. And in a minute, I will take a small brush and knock some of the embossing powder out of the black parts. And I think I actually go over this twice with the glow in the dark. It's the glow in the dark embossing powder by Ranger. But you won't see it a second time. This is all you're going to get of that, okay? Okay. All right. So we're going to trim him out. We're going to leave a little notch up at the top of the head. And it's obviously a guy because I keep saying him. Okay? Okay. So, I know. A lot of stuff has been cut out. But because it's a lot of wash, rinse, repeat. And it's hyperspeed, y'all. So here is where I'm going to build up the sides of the pumpkin. And I'm just cutting around with the scissors to the shape of the pumpkin. And I think I end up making like 4 layers. If you got something that's going to pop it up better and leave a void in the middle, okay, then do that way. So we're going to do all this and I'll layer it up, and I do the other side as well of the pumpkin, on the back side, on the reverse. Pumping it up so it leaves like a divot in the middle. Okay, here it is. Now we're going to cut the top off. Okay. No, I did not make it straight on purpose. I have to use the scissors because where we popped it up on the sides, was a little too hard to cut through with the knife. And now we're going to glue the top of the pumpkin onto the little notch we left on the sugar skull. Okay. Getting a glue. Aleene's Original Tacky Glue, my favorite. Just saying, not sponsored, not nothing, just saying. And see, it's going to go in behind the pumpkin. Now, I've also glued on 2 tiny black diamonds on the sugar skull's eyes. We've already glued on the taller pumpkin to the back, just on the outside, because now it's a pocket. You know me and my pockets. And I have some foam pop-up stuff on that one side of the pumpkin. So here's our little flip-flop. That's the back. It's called Boo Night, y'all. And then the sugar skull slides out a pumpkin. Ha da da ta da. Photo montage. I tried to take pictures so that you can maybe see the diamonds in the background, Starry Night kind of thing, and the sugar skull as it progresses up out of the pumpkin. Please be sure to visit all my fellow hoppers, leave them a kind comment, like their videos, share their videos, and please subscribe to them if you're not already subscribed. I think you might like what you see. We all appreciate each and every one of you. Get ready for the glow-in-the-dark picture coming up. Hang on. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.